Hello everybody, it's the first week of June, which means there's another status update for you. Just a couple of days ago it was May 31st, where we honored the launching date of the Titanic. It was launched on May 31st in 1911 from the slipways in Harland and Wolff, Belfast. It was also the birth date of Milvina Dean, the youngest passenger aboard the Titanic, who was just a baby in third class, and she was also the last remaining survivor of the Titanic disaster. Our team's been working hard as usual. The modeling crew have been continuing to develop the ship, which has been the main focus of the past, well, couple years.
The largest area that I've been focusing on you've actually already seen in the last demo, but it was just out of reach of you all. Darn those sawhorses and paint cans blocking our path. Inside of Titanic was this labyrinth maze of almost identical corridors which branched off of entrances and staircases, and they're requiring additional optimization. So we're going in and we're fine-tuning them. We're changing the detail level in certain areas, the polygon counts, and what is really interesting is while you might have an idea of what these areas look like because you caught a glimpse of them in the last demo, surprise, surprise, we've uncovered new additional documentation which proves what we've put in there wrong. So what you saw was completely inaccurate and we're changing it. And this is where a lot of our modeling time goes, updating what we've thought we've known about Titanic and changing it completely. We've had to go back and change the boarding entrances on D deck. We've changed the grand staircase a lot, the corridors, the lounges, everything gets changed so that we can have the most accurate and updated Titanic to date, because that's what we are striving to have in this game for everybody, is the best Titanic that we can possibly create in digital, because we can't create it in real life.
In addition to modeling, we've also been working heavily with a third party, working on a, well, I'm trying to think of how exactly to explain it to you in a way that I can, without violating any non-disclosures. I don't think I can, so I won't. But hopefully if it all does come together, it will benefit us greatly, but it will also benefit the Titanic community tremendously and will be something that a lot of people will be able to really appreciate.
I can drop a little bit of a hint, I suppose. A few key areas of the grand staircase are getting a lot of revamping for super details. Like, for example, our modeler Chris has put a lot more detail and attention into the dome light fixture. So yeah, that wasn't much of a hint, but it's a really exciting prospect on the horizon, so stay tuned. Now, the remaining modelers on the team are working hard as well. Now, we're not a big team, we're a dedicated team, and we are an international team. Two of our team members, Gio and Nico, are busy working on some of the remaining sitting rooms on Titanic. Now, if you remember, there are 4 sitting rooms. We have 2 sitting rooms already completed. We have B51 and C55 all set. Now, you've seen a lot of C55. That was the Strauss sitting room in the Regent style. We've got that ready for the National Geographic James Cameron special that was released back in November, and we've also got B51 all set, which is the Adams style sitting room on B deck. Now, what Nico and Gio are focusing on right now is the C deck sitting room. Now, that was cabin C62, and that was done in a Louis XIV style. There's a lot of wood and photographs of Olympic sitting room, so it's a really well-documented space. Now, there's some changes that we believe went into it from Olympic to Titanic, and Gio and Nico are going to have to implement it into that creation, and that's what they're working on right now. Now, we're only in the first stages of the process to getting that space done, because it goes through a series of steps until it's done into the engine. And so we've only seen the first renders of the space, and it's looking pretty spectacular. Nico's actually used letters written from passengers who were in that sitting room and described the colors on the chairs, so we have the correct fabric works. It's pretty exciting to get it that accurate. So the room is going to look amazing when it's placed in the real engine.
In addition to modeling the ship, I've been working on Southampton a lot lately. As you guys know, that's where the game starts. Southampton is where the Titanic departed from, and that is where our game begins. I've been going back to that lately and fine-tuning a lot of things and optimizing that and really getting an engine ready, as well as developing a lot of the unique textures, such as pub signs and advertisements that you would see throughout the city of Southampton in 1912. In addition to the ship and Southampton, we also have character model assets being revised, fine-tuned, worked out, rigged, and even animated. Also, we are working with a modeler on Pier 54 and on the SS Nomadic. As you guys saw, we went to Belfast. We had a wonderful tour of the Nomadic, which is going to be a separate video. You guys will get to see us going through the Nomadic and exploring its history. But we've also been updating the Nomadic both inside and out. You guys have seen early renders a long time ago. Well, now we're revising it, making it more game optimized and just hammering in every asset we have so that it is ready to go into a professional AAA game. But one of the biggest things I've been working on, and I mentioned this in the last status update, but it's a long process. It's carrying into this month, and it's going to carry into the next couple of months. I've been working with a couple of professional game producers and discussing how to get this game transitioned from a small team fundraising by crowdsourcing and through contributions on our website to an actual AAA project. And that transition is moving.
The thank you page on the website has finally been updated with all the missing names, we hope. If you still don't see your name on there and you've contributed, please message us on our Facebook.
Don't forget that next week is our Q&A video. Drop your questions in the comments below and we'll review them and we'll take a few and answer them for you next week. Don't forget to go to our website, www.titanichg.com, and if you aren't already, go like us on Facebook. Just search Titanic Honor and Glory and you'll find us. And if you're looking to really be a part of the discussion, we have a private Facebook group called THG Guarantee Group, where anyone who has contributed $15 or more may join, and we post things there, we talk to you guys, we ask questions, we ask your opinions, we'll do polls every once in a while, and every once in a while we'll also share some exclusive content that you guys won't see publicly. So if you're interested in that, it's on Facebook. Anyone who contributes $15 or more can join. Thanks for your continued support, and I have to go work on that mechanics document.